Hello guys and gals, my name is Koodly Doodly, and right now I'm going to be showing off some of my, OC Pokemons. I've been, doodling my own Pokemon for a minute here, and, just a few days. Pretty much I've done a page a day, so, I've been doing this for, maybe 4 days, but anyway. I've been doodling a bunch of Pokemon, and I want to show them off and show you, or tell you about, the origin of how I thought of them and what kind of typing they would be and all that kind of shit. So, without further ado, here we go. Let me get some of these crumbs off my table. Alright, so page 1, what I started with, my little sister got to a pen and scribbled all over these ones. A little frustrating, but anyway. I started with this one because I saw the that's not right. I forget what it's called, but, It's a sea slug, and it's got these things that are just whoa. So I was like, oh, that'd be really cool as a Pokemon. And it said it was the video that I watched said it was a real life dragon. So I was like, oh, you know what? It'd be cool if it was a dragon type. And I looked it up, and it turned out that it's poisonous because of what it eats. So I was like, oh, it'd be cool if it was dragon poison type, or poison dragon type. That'd be really cool. So then I drew this guy, and then I kind of drew the in-between as a thing. So, cut it out. Cut it out. So, yeah, so it starts off as poison type, goes on to poison type, and then it goes on to poison dragon type. Just because I stopped telling you to stop doesn't mean that you can keep going. So anyway, these guys are a poison line. They do live in the water, so you can only find them in the water, but they are not water type. And I kind of wanted that to be a neat thing that you discover on your own. Why aren't these water type? And then you look it up, it's just oh, that's cool. So the reason why these sea slugs are poisonous is because they eat the Portuguese man of war, which is what this is based off of. And I really like what I did with the colors in this one. It looks sharp to me. And then these guys eat, krill and shit, so I ended up drawing, a shrimp thing. I was like, oh, it'd be cool to evolve into a lobster, so I drew an angry lobster. I wanted a stupid fish, so I drew a stupid fish. And then I looked up what other fish are kind of around that area, like Portugal and shit, and pretty much all it was just boring fish, so I drew a boring fish, and then I tried to make it look cool. It looks like a barracuda. I realized that after I finished drawing it. So anyway, that's page 1. Here's page 2. I looked up animals in Portugal because that's where the Portuguese, Portugal, it's just you know what, maybe I'll just make it in Portugal. So that's what I did. There was a lynx thing, so I drew that, and it's ooh, it'd be cool if it had patterns on it. Ooh, it'd be cool if it had wings, so, I just did that. Fire salamanders kind of went off the fire kind of thing. It's kind of based off of Typhlosion, so that kind of drew inspiration from that. This is from Hubo. They're based off of a Hubo, and looks like my sister got to another bit here. Anyway, so it's based off of a Hubo, and it's really, really cute, or at least the first part is. And then the biggest thing I noticed about the Hubo is that it's got this crest. So I figured it'd be cool if it was kind of like the bird Pokemon of this region. And then there was a spiky caterpillar, really spiky. So instead of drawing it as the spiky hairs, I drew it as actual spikes. And then the cocoon has the spikes, but to help hold it upright, pretty much. And then it evolves into the moth. The moth actually has white wings, but I figured it'd be cooler if I made it blue to make it stand out a little bit more and make it a little less boring. So then page 3, I decided to go a little bit more crazy with the designs. I set a gerbil on fire and called it a Pokemon. Literally, it's just a gerbil with fire on it. So pretty much like a fire-type Pikachu. I fucking dropped my spaghetti yesterday and spilled it all over the papers and I'm shitty. These flowers are this is what the flower kind of looks like, what it's based off of, and I kind of went from there. So I drew this, which is what the bud looks like, and I figured it'd be cool if it had two forms, a male form and a female form, And then I thought the female form was kind of boring, so I gave it another evolution with a leaf stone. So yeah, there's that. I really like how this one turned out, though. It's pretty much a doe and then a deer, or sorry, a fawn and then a deer, and they kind of they're just covered in leaves. So like I feel like this one would be a normal type, and then this one would be like a normal grass type. So like not just a plain old grass type, but it'd be pretty neat. And then this looks suspiciously like Squirtle. It didn't look like Squirtle until I colored it, and I'm salty now. But the premise of this is that it's really cold in the air. Sorry. But the premise of this is that it's really cold in the area that they live. So like as they get older, they get more and like covered in ice, and it's used as like a camouflage and defense and offense too. So like, you know, it's just really beneficial for the turtles. Not sure how they keep from freezing to death, but you know, fucking Pokemon, you can do what you want. So yeah, there's that. I'm actually really a fan of this one because like it's based off of glaciers or like ice mountains kind of things. This is page 4. Obviously I haven't colored them yet, but I wanted an armadillo kind of Pokemon, and my idea with this one was that it would evolve, kind of get a little buffer, and then when it evolves again, its attack is really high. Or, if its defense is high, its defense gets higher, and it gains the steel typing to help defend against more physical attacks, like normal attacks and shit like that. So, like, it starts off as, like, either ground or rock ground, and then it goes into rock ground again, and then it goes into rock ground, but then over here it goes into rock steel. So, you know, it's, like, super weak against fighting, but it's resistant to like poison and shit like that. So yeah, you know, it's not bad. I like the design. It likes to dig. That's why it's got the big arms and the fingers and everything. And this guy just has like fucking giant shields on him. So yeah. But you know, obviously I haven't colored it. It's obviously gonna be like a plain old brown, except for like over here it's gonna have like kind of like Shieldon almost. Like I kind of based the shields off of Shieldon's face. So yeah, kind of wanted to show off these a little bit. Let me know in the comments what you think. You know, maybe if I get enough of these done and I find somebody who's good at like programming and shit, I can work with them and make a fan game or something like that. That'd be kind of neat. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and give me some ideas on Pokemon that I could draw, like new designs and shit, or you know, for my Let's Draws. I'm actually going to be posting another Let's Draw today. It is going to be a Pokemon type swap instead of a Pokemon fusion. So that way I'm not doing Pokemon fusions all the time. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.